Today I'm coming back to a mountain I haven't been to in over 15 years. I'm super interested to see how things have changed and if it's anything like I remember. Most people start mountain biking for the thrills and some for the fitness. While those two are great reasons, for me, what keeps me coming back to the forest on my bike is exploration. My bike has taken me to so many cool spots in the 20 years I've been riding. I'm riding 7 of the most popular tracks on the mountain today, and trails number 5 and 6 were my favorites by far. To warm up though, I'm going to start the video off with a couple of really fun natural trails near the bottom. Okay, this is Beeline. These trails haven't gotten the total buff job that you guys will see later in the video. Oh yeah. There's still quite a bit of debris from the long winter, and it kind of feels a bit loamy. I'm totally not familiar with these trails, and since they're not cleaned up, they're a little bit hard to follow sometimes. I apologize in advance for the horrible line choices. Man, the blue trails here are harder than the black trails. Am I carrying some foliage? Yeah. Carrying some foliage. Like I was saying, since these first couple of trails are left in their more natural state with roots and off-camber corners, these blue rated trails are actually a little trickier to ride than the buffed out black trails you guys will see later. The Woodlot is a very special place nestled between Maple Ridge and Mission. There are over 20 sanctioned trails here and a few other secret ones you kind of need to go exploring to find. All right. I'm on the Juggernaut today doing laps on the lower half of the mountain as the top is still covered with snow. I love riding this bike and exploring new zones. It lets me cover so much ground and ride the trails a few times back to back to get familiar with them. If you're interested in finding out more about the bike, there's a video on it in the description for you to watch after this one. Hope no one's digging here. Let's see. I remember coming here with old friends when we were all riding downhill bikes 15 to 20 years ago. Very wet. I was riding a Santa Cruz Super 8 with monster tees, and my friends were on bikes like the Transition TR450, the Kona Operator, and Norco Orem. Our day would be spent pushing our 50-pound bikes up the fire road and then descending old school trails like Cabin and Crazy Carpenter. The mountain has changed quite a bit, from the dedicated parking area to the climbing trail at the entrance. You can see that a lot of work has been poured into this spot, and the trails echo the same message.
Techie sections.
For example, there were 2 separate groups building and maintaining trails out today, and it's a Tuesday. From the winter debris clearing to a full berm buff and drainage fix, the trails here are getting a lot of love.
Oh, I think this is the bottom of Bloggy Style.
I've also been hearing that a few bike brands are starting to sponsor a few trails in the area. That's super exciting, and I'm stoked to see what the builders come up with. Safer jumps, rebuilt wood features, and improved drainage are the most noticeable changes I'm seeing versus what I remember the trails used to be like. Here's where we start riding some black rated trails. You'll see a big difference to the amount of work that's been poured into these works of art. I don't really know the lines on this one yet, but I'll do my best to keep my momentum and ride it as fast as I can. There's a big double here I'd like to come back for. Maybe I'll bring the enduro bike next time. I think I'm going to need quite a bit of speed and maybe a little bit of a yank to clear.
Don't have the speed for that quite yet.
I love seeing that fresh red dirt on the berms. The builders here have been doing such a great job. Thank you so much, guys. Coming up is another jump I want to come back for on the Colossus. It's a pretty big left hip with a huge run out. Next time. The next 2 trails were my favorites of the ride today. This one's called Giant Killer. It's so well built, and if you can keep up your speed, there are tons of little side hits for extra style points. giant killer rolls right into another one of my favorites here. This is Hoots. Hoots starts off with a nice steep and windy chute and then opens up to a little clear cut where they've built up more wooden features with the discarded fallen trees.
Woo! Oh, almost lost it there. There's shotgun.
Shotgun takes you all the way back down to the parking lot. It's the perfect mix of technical terrain filled with rocks and wet roots.
Look ahead. Look ahead, Benny. Oh. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba.
My body was getting pretty tired as Jugs isn't a light bike, but I was trying my best to keep up my speed to skip over the rough bits. I had a ton of fun going back to memory lane today, and I owe a big thank you to Bike Tricks for making this one happen. I'll be coming back here in a few weeks when the snow melts to explore more trails higher up, and I'll be back with the Colossus to challenge myself on some big hits. The mountain is littered with them.
Holy.
If you made it this far and want to see more, this is the video YouTube thinks you'll like to watch the most. See you there.
Oh.